like the big limbs, and we're gonna get on our way. We should be streaming now. We should be streaming now. I still like the way this looks better. We are live in Athens, Alabama, guys. All right, let me grab my rain jacket. Just goes mainly because they'll scratch the crap out of somebody's car. But it's about to dump a lot of rain too, so this is why you wear boots. If you're ever out of the car doing anything like this, especially if you're a chaser or you just like to get in the mix, make sure you got some high vis. It helps a ton. All right, what is up? What is upstream? Hi, Carolyn. We're gonna stay close to 5, just because it's the best north option out of Limestone County. I see Brad. We're take the rotation further to the south, but it is trying to kind of spread eagle there. So we're just going to get a little closer to 72, but we're going to stay right at 5. Actually, let's go this way so that we can be close to 65. Those guys in the van almost hit me. I know who it is and where they're going, but I'm not going to say much. Watch out, bro. It's always a mess when I come up here. I don't know what is with Northtown, but I'm ready to get out of it. What's up, Fisherman from South Texas? Hi from Alabama. It's going to be a pretty boring storm. We are under a tornado watch. There is a little, wow, that was a big hole. There is a little potential. I'm not going to say that there isn't potential, but I don't think that the thermodynamics right now are really supportive of even fast spell 1. And it's most likely going to be coming through Florence. That is definitely a healthy cell. Person was all in my lane too. What is happening up here that is making people drive like that? Let me get a stream check. How's it look for you guys? Audio good? Is the video and the windshield wipers work? We got some new toys in our arsenal. I recently picked up the Insta360 X5, and I gotta say that I am absolutely in love with this camera. It's crazy what you can do with it. And I'm still like in a cupcake phase with it where I baby it. But I think as I'm going to go ahead and order some lens replacement kits and a cage for it. And I think I'll be a lot more comfortable with it. But for now, I just really don't want to scratch the lenses. I think we're on Starlink. I'm pretty sure we are. Get you guys plugged in here so you don't die on me. Well, we're running off of a Starlink, so it'll probably go in and out just a little bit. We'll try to give you a good stream tonight. I didn't have a lot of time to get all of the stuff in the car and get everything set up really good on the laptops. We're streaming off the phone. But I literally just pulled in the driveway, been at work all day. Flew home, said to drop my buddy off, because he works with me, and couldn't just take him and kidnap him and make him go along for the ride. But we are watching these sales. They're coming into Rogersville now, and there's not a lot of lightning in it. It's one thing that I'm seeing. Sign. A good sale's not super strong. We do have a significant amount. We've got a good amount of lightning. This is on baby terms for typical storms, but I think we're seeing a rotation couplet just north of here. Going to be just south of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and I think I'm going to move towards 65. Awesome, that's what I like to hear. We want to get you guys a good stream tonight. May swap camera lenses in a second. Let's see what this does, see what it's looking like. We're going to get away from a lot of these really bright city lights though. Yeah, I want to get closer to 65. Kind of hard to tell where it's trying to wrap up the most at, but definitely looks like this split just south of Lawrenceburg here. It's starting to show a little bit of rotation there, a little broad surface rotation. Could see some strong winds, especially with that storm, but looks like it's kind of intensifying just a little bit there, there on the state line. So, hi, Mama G. That's what we're going to target. We're streaming live in the WeatherWise app. It's the best weather app. You need to go download it. It's free. They also have paid plans. It's what myself and a lot of other chasers use. And honestly, I'm not just telling you guys that because I stream in WeatherWise and I'm affiliated with WeatherWise. I'm telling you that because I really mean that. You guys know that I'm not going to BS you. So WeatherWise is awesome. Make sure you go get WeatherWise. And then you can follow along right there. You can see where we're at and everything. You can just see my little name. My little icon. You click it, and it should have my name on it. And you can watch the live stream right there, or we are also streaming on YouTube over on Storm Chaser Rob. Well, I can't decide if I like this southern sail because it looks like it's also trying to consolidate a bit towards Florence, just south of the dead center of Florence. Lots of big updates with WeatherWise lately. I literally can't list all of them because they're coming out so fast and I can't keep up with it. But there's literal updates coming out. I think they were like days in a row. You'll see big changes with the chasers coming to WeatherWise soon as well, including myself. And I don't know if Ryan's streaming right now or not. I haven't talked to anybody or looked at anything. So if y'all streaming, what's up? We're going to try to get out and get down here amongst them. Try to get plumb wild with the small window of wildness that we have to get plumb in. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get plumb wild. It's not just us. I know Brett Adair's live over in Florence, and Samuel was live also, but it looks like he has disconnected. And I want to be a little bit, I want to be able to run this line, so I really like a good north-south, and I've been able to traverse 65 pretty well between Columbia and Decatur during storm season. I think I found a triple point. I think just southeast of Pulaski is going to be my target. I'm just letting you guys know. If you're just south or southeast of Pulaski, Tennessee, your neck of the woods is my target right now. Yeah, I saw that Ryan was sick. I know Evan Freiberger's live doing some coverage. I don't know that anybody else is live, so we are seeing a little lightning uptick. I do have radar right here in front of me as well, so we're going to try to get the Zello radio up also, see if we can get Overwatch on, but I don't think that we're going to see much, honestly. Can you stay in your lane, please? That would be incredible. Another thing that sucks about streaming weather is we can't listen to music. And I love to listen to music while I'm chasing. So some chases, a little behind the scenes. Yeah, by 9 o'clock it's over. By 9 o'clock it's over, but a little behind the scenes, sometimes I have music playing in a little AirPod from my iPad in my right ear. So I am jamming the music, but I can't sing it. I can't play it. Spent the day in Scottsboro today, right on the water, working on a gigantic house. Oh, dude, it was immaculate. It's probably 10,000 square feet. I don't know how many bedrooms. 3 full floors. Oh, it had an elevator in it. It's crazy. Alright, we've just had a severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to cover just the northern part of the county here. Parts of Lauderdale and Limestone up to the Tennessee state line. That's also going to be right on the coast. That's not going to include Madison County, I don't think. What? I have no idea what that was, chat. Should I be upset? Should I be scared? We're gonna get up here. We're gonna go to the Elkhorn exit. I think that's a good play. What's up, Z Reed from Athens, Alabama? This is my hometown. Right north, probably up to the Elkhorn exit. We're on 65, getting on 65 right now. I really like this inflow notch that's just northeast of Florence here. But we're also, that's where the lightning uptick is at, and that's the part of the cell that I want to stay with. I don't think that we're going to see very much anything severe from any of these cells between Florence and Russellville. That could change in the next 15 to 20 minutes. But as of right now, my target cell is going to be custom just north of me here. So we don't have the best road options. We're going to try to play 65. That also means that we're only going to get one crack at it. We got an input 360 we're going to get to play with. I want to get up here into this lightning. I really want to really stress this thing and see what it can do. I'm really excited for being able to frame everything up later and get multiple clips from one video from whole different perspectives, and it's awesome. I love it. I love it. It's windy. We got a temperature of 60.4 degrees. With a dew point of 58. We got a 2 degree gap. We have a 2 degree gap right now. Alright, we've got some definition starting just east of Florence, Alabama. This has a classic supercell look, especially in these cold type of setups, these cold winter setups. We've got a crashing cold front back behind it. Right now, I really like that. I think that that's going to be our storm, guys. Usually they hit a little south of here, so we're going to watch it. It's going to have a southward wobble if it starts rotating. But it is looking really good at that inflow notch. Alright, I'm going to be just north of Athens on 65 here. There's a nice radar definition to this cell that's just east of Florence, just come through Florence there. I think if you look at that, you can see that classic supercell shape. We're starting to get a defined inflow notch. We're just moving into warm air, temperature of 60.4 degrees here with a dew point of 58.6. Head back just a little south. because we have road options. See what happens. We're getting there. We are getting there. Almost to the exit. Oh, nice wind gust. Alright, we're about 3 minutes out from a new radar scan. Alright, now we wait. I like that better. Well, at least it works. All right, this area that I'm concerned with is about to move through Rogersville, Alabama. I don't know who this is. They've come parked in front of me. This stuff like this happens a lot. It really does. If you live in Hackleburg or Phil Campbell, I just want to point this out here. We have a very nasty cell about to move through Hackleburg, Phil Campbell, Shady Grove, Tessner, just north of Bear Creek. This is producing a ton of lightning. Once again, this is going to be just south of the severe. I wonder what Brad's doing. Still just watching it. Starting to see a lightning uptick just south of Town Creek here, just northeast of Russellville. We've also got a lightning uptick just north of Lexington, between Lexington and Loretto. Looks like Sam is coming through Center Star, about to come into Elgin. That's Sam Camp. He is streaming live into the WeatherWise app as well. Really got my eye on this cell in Hamilton. I'm really concerned that this is going to start working its way to try to produce a tornado. It's going to be south of Russellville, guys. The huge cell with that huge lightning uptick in it. Those little cells out in front of it need to be watched closely too. Those could easily ramp up quickly between radar scans and produce a short-lived, spin-up tornado. That's definitely possible. We're still watching this supercell south of Lawrenceburg. This is about to come through Lexington, Rogersville. Elgin has already kind of gotten it. Anderson is right in the line of this. Appleton, Union Hill. If you live in Good Springs, Alabama, Scarce Grease, just north of Salem, to Gordesville and Bethel. You just keep an eye on this. This isn't a tornado warning or anything right now. Severe thunderstorm warning, which means that it has at least 60-mile-per-hour wind and up to 3/4 inch hail. But the wind is our main concern right now. But some of these cells do have the potential to produce fast spin-up tornadoes. So that is a low threat, but the chance is not zero. I want to stress that this isn't a super dangerous situation right now, besides the lightning and the wind. But we do have a chance for 1 or 2 quick spin-up tornadoes somewhere along this line here. And is it going to be, the cell north of Hamilton? Is it going to be one of these little cells coming into Bankhead, south of Moulton? Is it going to be this supercell south of Lawrenceburg here? Is it going to be this line that's going through Hatton and Town Creek? Just got a severe thunderstorm warning on that. With tornado possible tags in these guys, so they just do need to be taken seriously. And if you're in a mobile home, a camp, if you're in your vehicle, I would advise maybe just going to a friend's house that has a more sturdy shelter. We're starting to see lightning off to our northwest here. I would just advise going to somewhere that's a little more safe. Somebody that has maybe a brick home, or if you're in a mobile home, almost any kind of house is an upgrade. Just want to be on something with a foundation that's bolted to the ground somehow. So your mobile home is not going to cut it. If one of these produces a fast spin-up tornado, it could literally just take your house out. And there's a chance. So there's a low chance, but it's there. I just want to stress that. So we're staged kind of out in front of it here. They usually don't gain a lot of intensity until they get to about where they're at right now. With the sun going down, hopefully the atmosphere is able to restabilize itself pretty quickly. Insta 360, baby. Yeah, beautiful. All right. I really think the southern cell is going to do it here, and it actually could be producing a small tornado inside that little clustered line right now. And it's just in these situations and where they're at, being in Phil Campbell, they're kind of in a little radar hole there, up on the northern side once you get up towards Russellville and stuff. So definitely looks like we got something going on here just southwest of Florence and Muscle Shoals. But this storm up here is still looking significantly nasty. We're gonna go a little bit down here towards 127. We're gonna stay close in case we gotta shoot south. This works. That's so stupid. Okay, whatever. And I got you in a noise reduction mode, so maybe that's helping to dampen the sound of the windshield wipers just a little bit. Here's what we're looking at, guys. I'm right there. But I really like the shape of this. And then of course we have this other cell here that's just cranking out lightning.
Sorry, I was taking a nappy.
Does Insta360 X5 do good in rain? Hi, catcher. Gets its act together. On Zello anyway. If you want to get a hold of me, my phone is streaming. I can't answer the phone. That's why we have Zello. Point it this way. Yeah, I'm good. It's really windy, so here, swap off the. All right, we should be reconnected. So let me know if this feed is better than what the Starlink is giving us, because we are starting to have some precip, some cloud cover. You can hear the wind. Let me know if this stream is better. Fogging up here. I really want to go stick this Insta360 on top of the car. So we're sitting in Elkmont, Alabama right now. We're right here where this orange dot is, and we're watching these cell interactions here. I really don't like the clustering. We wish to have a good lightning factor on the backside. But we're about to stick this Insta360 on top of the car and take this storm on head on. So stay tuned and check this out. Oh, I about busted my butt. Oh. I think I broke that bitch. Start recording. I think I broke my selfie stick. I don't know. I have to look. I did something. If I did, there goes 25 bucks, 30 bucks. Somebody can go swap it out and tell them it ain't working right. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Nice lightning right there. Got lightning in front of us too. All right, we got wind speeds right now. Just want to show you guys this. Wind speeds right now, 15.9 miles an hour. And so there's 17.2. Athens is right in the middle of some mess right now. We're in Atlanta. I mean, we're in Atlanta. Sorry, I'm looking at Atlanta on the map. We're in Elkmont. We're just sitting here basically on Thatch and 65. Watching this sale kind of weaken actually. A lot of these sales seem to be dying off here. Hi, Cody Wood. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Right now, nothing significant. You're going to get some pretty good wind gusts. We may see some 30 to even 50, 55 mile an hour wind gusts in some places.
Hey, Rob, how copy?
Go ahead.
Are you watching right there at Oakmont where they're colliding at?
I'm in Elkmont on Thatch and 65. Sitting here watching, waiting on this interaction to see what this is going to do. I think that's going to be just a bit south of us.
You're watching that area of where they're colliding at right there, just west of the Elkmont marker?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at basically. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, Stream. Things could get pretty hectic here for just a second. We're going to end up moving a little east here on Thatch probably. I think we're in a good spot. We just need a good north-south option. We got Bethel right there. Also got Mooresville. So I got a little bit of time. If it's going to do something, it needs to do it now before it gets to Huntsville. It's the less impact to people and property. It's going to make it a whole lot easier for me to keep up with it, to see what's going on, and give you guys some updates from the ground here. Because the ground truth is the bread and butter, basically. Dealing with some fogging issues in the back, handling that right quick. Yeah, I saw that. Getting some 60 mile an hour readings here just to my west. But I'm getting some 80, 90 mile an hour readings in this inflow here just northwest of Decatur. It's just north of Trinity.
Hey Rob, they have a new severe thunderstorm warning at 7:30. Damage is considerable. It goes from just north of Tanner down to Phil Campbell on that one.
Stop recording. Alright, I'm fucking soaked. Oh, sorry guys. Language, Bobby. I have to go get in front of that. We're gonna move southeast. Right now, wind and rain, guys, and some lightning. But we do have a couple areas of interest here. What are you doing, man? Thank you, Blondie. It really just fell apart. I mean, that's good news. Still concerned with these sales going to our south here. Saw that one. I didn't see the last one. We'll get back to good service in just. I didn't think about that when I took Mooresville. Got a guy in the ditch. Hey brother, you good? Hey bro, you good? Are you good? You good? Are you okay? You parked there? Okay. I couldn't hear a word he was saying. I can't tell if it doesn't look like he slid in the ditch, so I don't know if he parked. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Still in. Lots of water on the roads. Pretty sure he said I parked here. Okay, man, whatever. Or I live here or something. Thor does pretty well in it. They're only going 40, so. Yeah, I'm fixing to punch right into that. Stop, trying to set the instant 360 back up. Well, this is going to be fun. Oh, turn my seat heater on, please, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Oh man, my butt is wet. Oh, that was a big tree. Awesome. Well, we ran it right on over. We're pretty. All right, we're coming back into it. this turns out to be a big bin bag, that's in everybody's interest. So. Good and windy. Should've took Lindsay Lane.
I got a lot of reports of trees down in Athens. Tree down across roadway 10300 block of Upper Snake Road. Tree down Persimmon Tree Road and Bailey Road. 2 power poles down Oak Grove Road and Bethel Road. Lines down at McClung Lane and Jefferson Street. Lines is trees down at I-65 and Highway 251. Wheeler EMC has already reporting 513 plus people out in Lawrence County without power.
I'm gonna let this traffic pass, and then I'll go around and get in front of you, and maybe try to sweep some of it out of the road when nobody's coming.
Are you street department?
No, I'm Storm Chaser Rob.
Oh.
Yeah.
What up, man?
There's tons of trees down in Athens. We're getting reports. So.
Yeah, I saw that. What are you gonna do again?
Just get in front of you up here and kind of help you get the traffic through till street department, because you got about 30 behind you, so they're gonna get impatient in a minute.
There's about 30 people behind you?
Yeah, there's a ton that's coming back from towards Thatch, so they all just driving slow. Right now you got about 7 behind you, so there ain't really much we can do.
No, this lane's open, yeah. Yeah, we'll do traffic.
Lovely, good job. That's what I was waiting on. When this slows down, I'll get this out of the right lane. That way they're not swerving over towards you.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do some cleanup right quick. We got multiple trees down in Athens. Well, the pole ain't cracked, so that's good.
Yeah. Surprising you took the car around with it.
That's a new pole too, isn't it? I think they just put that in a few years ago. Trying to get everything kicked out. Just hold here for just a second for me. Thank you. If we let them back up to the top of the hill coming around the curve, we may have an issue.
Who got the?
Oh, we got fire. Y'all coming to cut it up?
Yeah, I guess.
I'll go block opposing.
I don't know.
I'll hold opposing down here for a minute. Let them talk. Let them all turn around. A large tree down here. Probably best to turn around. We're gonna block it, try to get the tree up. I knew I should have brought my damn saw. They're all turning around, so I'm going to park on this lane in the front so we're not blocking that other lane. I don't know how y'all want them to flow.
Well, right now, this side isn't blocked off.
Okay, cool. I'll let y'all get to it. Excuse me, brother. Y'all have a good night. We're not sure yet. It looks like wind damage. We were getting about 50-mile-an-hour gusts. We've got multiple trees down coming across the scanner channels. So. That's this part of the cell that we were on.
They're probably going to be extended. We've sent them multiple calls tonight, but they do have it. It is on the list. Yeah, boy. Y'all might want to stay in the vehicle when y'all get down there to Oak Grove Road. Divert to Jimmy Chapel. I'm taking Sanders.
We got tree lines and stuff everywhere, basically. All right, Athens, you're in the clear now. Huntsville, it's going through Huntsville now. soaked over there. That's wild. I always try to stop and help until I'm not needed. They gave me the general F off vibe after about 10 minutes, so I think they've got it now. Got all the road diverted. There's trees down across the road. If you're going up over the bridge, you can't make it.
At all?
No, they got the road closed. Yeah, right up there where you saw the lights.
Eve blown off of
You're
a
welcome.
home producing roof damage at a home on Cox Road in the 1900 block, location 5 East, Rogersville, Limestone, Alabama.
All right, power's out here. Multiple trees and lines down. It's widespread, so I think it's all just going to be wind damage here. Power's out up here in Athens. You notice it's really dark. It's not dark usually. So yeah, power is out in Athens, in downtown in the historic district, over here by the city police department. 251, 31, power's out. Looks like they have power. Well, in my opinion, this event performed as expected. This light line that's trailing into eastern Alabama and through into eastern Tennessee and southern Tennessee is going to be a wind threat for the most part. Alright, we got power up here. So good, guys. Casually strolling along on a bike right after a storm. Athens is a crazy place. They got power over there on that side, so it's so weird to see it dark up here. Listening to that's Athens Fire and Limestone Fire. Throw the Insta 360 back up right quick. Down to 49.8 degrees, so temps have plummeted. they got power uptown too. Sorry for the scanner traffic, guys. I'm just trying to overhear where all of the damage is so that I don't run into some really bad traffic or something and end up getting stuck. Because I want to keep kind of looking around for tree damage, try to gauge what we're dealing with here. Out from behind me. These lights are way too bright. We just did a whole loop-de-loop around the traffic circle. Alright, we're going to swap back to the Starlink. Up there. $65. New severe has just been issued for pretty much all of northeastern Alabama and parts of south central Tennessee.
Okay, heads up. The line that is still in Tennessee that is coming into Alabama does have rotation on it along the frontal boundary.
Copy. We'll probably have to watch reports from over there. That part of Alabama is unchaseable.
They have just extended that severe thunderstorm warning with a possible tornado attack for the next hour and 3 minutes for northern Marshall County, Jackson County, southeastern Madison County, DeKalb County, east central Morgan County, and central and north Alabama, southeastern Lincoln County, Middle Tennessee, and Franklin County in Middle Tennessee until 9:30. They were located along a line extending from 6 miles northeast of Etchard to near Huntland to near Gurley to near Morgan City, moving east at 50. Yeah, I'm not willing. What I get in the chat for you. I hope it's helping. Picking them up as fast when you're sitting. I can toss the reports up. These temperatures are going to drop fast now that that main lights came through, just so you know. So, like sweatshirts or windbreakers on before that second one, you're going to want to get them on.
Yeah, I got some warmer clothes in the car. Probably going to have to change. My pants are soaked. That is Miss Skippy that you're hearing on the comms, guys, and she does phenomenal work.
We went down 13 degrees already. Yeah, we had it raining so hard here that our spotters and chasers that have sunroofs said when they moved their car from the sitting position, it went through the sunroof into their sunroof switch, and some of them had it go into their light dome, and their light dome started dripping water. So heads up in case you got that situation.
I think we're good. We're on the back side of it now. I'm west of it. I'm still in Athens, riding around checking damage out, helping clear trees. But we got a 52-mile-an-hour wind gust out of it on the weather station, probably higher around us, and the rain was torrential.
Yeah, I was sitting here watching it. I am now getting reports from Huntsville area. You know, right now they've got about 3,500 without power, 2,000 in North Huntsville, and another near New Market. I'm gonna pull up the outage map. Okay, right now, Alabama's sitting with 13,499 without power.
Over 13,000 without power in the state of Alabama right now. Is power on at HQ?
Okay, Madison has 3,481 without power, Morgan's 1,965, Marverdale 1,228, Coleman 1,217, and the rest of them I'd have to go by utility.
So far, so good, though. I mean, there hasn't been any tornado warnings. That doesn't mean that there haven't been any tornadoes, but we haven't seen anything significant on radar, and we have tons of eyes on it right now. Southeastern Madison, DeKalb, East Central Morgan, Southeastern Lincoln, Franklin counties, and Middle Tennessee, North Central Alabama till 9:30. It is located 6 miles northeast at Esher to near Huntland to near Gurley to near Morgan City, moving east at 50. Hazard is 60 mile/hour winds and tornado possible. Brad Arnold's going to his house. I guarantee you. Maybe not, but there's no reason to try to chase this towards Georgia. But you're not going to catch it over there. Too many trees, hills, traffic, Huntsville of all places. Terrible road networks, no visibility, really bad flooding. I've had my times chasing in Henniger and Grant, Scottsboro, and it's not fun at all. Right back on Mooresville. I definitely think we could have a possible tornado just north of Woodville. Right now, just north of Woodville. You need to treat this like a tornado warning if you live in Scottsboro, just west of Scottsboro. If you live on the other side of Scottsboro, northeast of Scottsboro, you'd be treating this like a possible tornado warning. Big old hydroplane thing. Big old puddle of wet. sort of some lines down with some trees up here. They've probably gotten a lot of it knocked out, but go up here and we'll peek and see how bad this is. I don't know, since we're only streaming on YouTube. But I maybe, I'm not sure. I didn't know you could do that on YouTube. Hi, Jen. Thanks, Evan. Awesome. Appreciate it, everybody. We're in Limestone County. Going to be just north of 251 here, just east of Athens. Good morning, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a terrible spot to have any kind of circulation in. It's just terrible chase terrain. It's really close to the radar. Like I said, it's terrible chase terrain. It's like Brad Arnold is running over there just southeast of Huntsville, Alabama. I think he's still chasing, but he's well behind it now. Like I said, once it hits Huntsville, on these west to east movers that we usually get. Thank you, Gold. There's a ton of new comments. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Evan. We're in Athens, Alabama, just south of the state line, just northeast of Athens. Going to check out a little bit more tree damage just so we can get kind of a solid idea and report a little bit of it and document some. We do have multiple trees down. We have tons of people without power in the state of Alabama. So far, we haven't seen any that a tornado has touched down, but we do have some very strong wind that came through the area that has downed a lot of trees, knocked some power lines and stuff down, stuff like that. So overall, just a mess with the wind. Huge rain bag, torrential rain. Flash flooding is going to be an issue if you're out driving in this. Make sure that you're driving safely. Watch out for those puddles of water, make you hydroplane. There's 2 or 3 MVAs on 65 northbound right now in Limestone County. And it's most likely because they want to go 80 or 90 in the rain. Don't recommend trying to go that fast in the rain. You just got to slow it down sometimes. It's just safer. Would you rather be a little bit late, or would you rather not make it at all? The temps are going to drop really fast behind this. We do have a crashing cold front that is about to make its way into northwest Alabama, actually. But we got this cell interaction. I'm watching this just come through Woodville, Alabama. This is just Scottsboro here, southeast of Huntsville, sorry. Where these 2 cells are crashing, I believe we have some moderate circulation there on the ground. Once again, it's going to be just west of Scottsboro, Alabama. We have a potential tornado there. Not sure if that's on the ground yet or not. We'll probably know momentarily in the next radar scan or 2. Alright, it's on Bethel here. I'm not sure where. cell service is terrible out here, so if there's some little skips or delays on the stream, I do apologize. We're running off Starlink. Still a little cloudy. It's not super bad, but it tends to struggle underneath the clouds. I think I'm going to turn back around and go this way. I think maybe we can get in this way. I'm not sure. We're going to try. I'd rather try to get in this way and be able to than go all the way around and not be able to. So hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I think they're going to be down here. It could be that same pocket of wind. If it's on the other side, maybe on the west side right here, the west side of Mooresville. All that rain and flood water has got my belt squeaking. Thank you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Overall, it's been a decent, kind of how we expected it event. I had very, very low hopes for tornadoes. As is typical, if we do get a tornado, it'll probably happen in northeast Alabama, where we can't chase it very good. It's hard to see. We can't really give you a view of anything except hills and trees. So there's some small mountains over there. The terrain makes it really hard. Alright, we got our situation's going to be right up here, looks like. Yep, definitely looks like it's going to be right up here. You might be able to see them, maybe not yet, but we do have some EMS lights, some cherries up on top of the hill up here. Yep, so they're going to be down here. Yep. Yep, so we're not going to be able to get to that. They are down the road down there, trying to get that mess cleaned up. Got that whole road blocked. We're not going to be able to get a view from that. Let's go back and peek at this. Alright, I'm pretty confident that we're probably going to be getting some hefty wind damage coming into Scottsboro here. I don't see it going any other way. It's going to be just
down on Highway 53 at Plummer Road.
Got trees down Highway 53 and Plummer Road. Another day of not getting eaten by a tornado in Kentucky. The right on. I'm glad you guys survived it. Had a good day. Hey, how are y'all?
You all rigged up, ain't you?
Yeah, we all over the place.
I know him.
Yeah, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
What you doing?
Riding around looking at damage, trying to kind of document it. That's about it.
I thought you was in Oklahoma.
No, ain't nothing in Oklahoma today.
So you back in Alabama?
Yeah, for now. You know, if it gets exciting, we'll be out there. Well, y'all got lines down on this one, don't you?
Lines and a telephone pole and transformer caught on fire, but
Oh, wow.
it went out.
Good. Good.
Was it good? Other than that?
Yeah,
You ever
good.
go and order a tornado siren put on top of your car you said you was going to do?
It's up there.
Oh, you actually got tornado siren?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alright, well that's all we got here. So was it straight line winds? Or?
Yeah,
All of Huntsville, Alabama's tornado.
it doesn't look like we had anything tornadic. We measured some 50, I think it was 52.6, just down on Thatch down here when it come through. So I think it was just straight line winds. There was a kind of that cell interaction, forced a lot of that wind to come down to the surface. So I think there's a 53. There's some trees down across the roadway. They're dealing with another one out in Clements on Cox.
There for a little while, the radio was going crazy.
Yeah, it's quietening down now. Got it's going through Scottsboro now. This is the nastiest part of it probably. Just watching this little bit. It's got a cell interaction and a merger there. It's kind of causing it to kink up right here. So they could have a little spin up with that, but our threat's going. It's going to get cold real quick.
Yeah.
I think it's dropping about 15, 20 degrees over the next 2 hours behind that line up in Indiana and Kentucky. So I don't think it's going to get that cold here, but we'll be probably in the 30s in the morning when we wake up again. Then it's going to warm up again. It's going to be like 60, 70 Christmas.
Isn't that crazy?
And then model show January 1st at midnight, it'll be like 48, 52 degrees over North Alabama. So I don't think we're going to cool back up till January, but January is usually when we get our snow and these set up. So, well, at least y'all ain't got traffic. We had a ton of traffic on 251 down there right before you get to 31.
What are you sitting here playing on the phone, waiting on the utility?
So we got
That's it.
got like 350 in here watching.
Be good, be careful.
Y'all too, y'all be safe. Maybe I'll see you on the next one. Those are my buddies right there. Everybody, if you're tuning in, if you haven't been updated, we're just north of Athens, just south of Ardmore. I'm going to move back towards Athens now. Just kind of covering the damage, seeing where it spread out at. It's all wind damage. It all looks like straight line wind damage. And there's only a couple of trees down. The transformer caught on fire. Wow. Man, I wish I would have been here. That would have been insane. But these wind events, when they come through in these lines, I'm going to take to pick a target and stick with it. And especially right here. So I live in Athens. I was born and raised here. This is the only county in the country that's had 3 F5 or EF5 tornadoes. So it's like growing up, I had I was used to tornadoes. It was a yearly thing to get ready for storm season. Make sure the storm cellar, your basement's cleaned out, ain't no water in it. Get all your stuff stocked up and ready to get a game plan. And then when severe weather day hits, oh, dude, it's like NASCAR. Everybody's watching. But it's not really like that anymore. A lot of people have warning fatigue. Kind of the decline of legacy media. A lot of people get their weather information from all kinds of various places. Some of them not so good. You'd be surprised how many people I've met here on tornado days that were like, the Weather Channel app didn't say that we were going to have anything bad here. So, and we were literally like under a tornado watch with supercells headed towards our area. And that's happened more than here. But if you live in Dixie, especially if you live in northern Alabama, Oh yeah, hang on one second. We'll show you guys the Christmas rig. I'm pretty proud of it. We're in the middle of nowhere and there's nothing in the road. Good. I'll show y'all guys Thor. This is my chase car. This car's been in 21 tornadoes. 18 of those were intercepted in 2025. This is a 2011 Kia Sorento. And this is Thor. I love this car so much. This car's been all over the country. It's on its second motor. It's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder front wheel drive. It is the most uncapable car that you could pick for storm chasing besides like a Mini Cooper. So my first car was a Scion XB, second gen, little box car. But this is Thor classic. See you in hell on the back. I think we got some traffic coming about a mile out. So this is Thor, cell phone booster. It's kind of hard to see. Cell phone booster, got the Insta360. Our ambient weather station. We got pods on the front. We got tornado sirens. I got antlers on it because I like antlers and it's just kind of something different. During the day, it says Storm Reaper in red on the driver's side, Thor on the passenger. So if you guys see me out, stop and say what's up. I love meeting new people. And yeah, this is Thor. Gosh, this car is so beautiful. Keep pretty much everything in the back. So went to work today, so there's work stuff in here. But high vis, first aid, cold weather gear. There's usually a chainsaw. Not a chainsaw right now. I don't know why. Could help cut some trees down. But that is Thor. So I've got them taped. Hang on, I'll show you guys. So I've got them taped on here with Gorilla Tape. And so they're running over where all my other cables come in at, and they're just plugged into a power inverter. These are LEDs. If you're putting them on your car, make sure you run LEDs. That's really important. And there's passenger side. Thor stands for Tornado and Hurricane Observation and Research. This is our Chasers for Christ logo. And stickers from pretty much every state I've ever been to. And yeah, that's Thor. Starlink, gotta have it. And I'm Storm Chaser Rob. You'll notice my hat says Make EF5s Great Again. And it's my favorite hat. It's a kind of a tongue-in-cheek play on the culture around everybody wanting every single tornado to be an EF5 for whatever crazy reason. All right, we do have traffic in here now, so. All right, we have an active tornado warning for Scottsboro. So this needs to be treated seriously, guys. If you, let me take this off of navigation so that I can actually see what I'm doing. A little bump in the road scared me. Oh yeah, okay. So there's a possible tornado. It's going to be embedded in this. It's going to be literally just east of Scottsboro. This is going to be tracking straight into Pisgah. This is going to be just south of Belafonte right now. Once again, if you live in Pisgah, Alabama, Dutton, Henniger's had a lot of close calls and some serious calls with some big tornadoes. You need to be treating this warning seriously. You need to be getting into your safe places right now. Take your phone, make sure your phone's charged. Any cash that you have, take that with you. Some water, maybe a few snacks. but you're definitely going to want to start heading to your safe place right now. If you live over Eider, Heads Up, Sylvania, Section, you have another inflow notch in Langston, Alabama that's forming now. So this is what I figured. I was literally in Scottsboro all day today. It felt really weird there. Like, I don't really know how to explain that, but it felt very weird in Scottsboro. It felt like tornadoes. So that is a possibility. So I just want you guys to be safe. So if you're in front of this, if you're in this tornado warning polygon, you need to treat this. You need to treat this seriously. Yeah, if you're in Henniger, I would go ahead and get in your safe place. Just off GP. Once again, if you live east of Scottsboro, Alabama, that's Dutton, Pisgah, Central, Hodge, Henniger, Brooks Crossroads, Glen Zeta, Schrader, Eider, you need to be getting in your tornado safe spots right now. It is not a joke. Once again, you have a tornado warning, radar indicated. We don't have any chasers over there. Nobody made it. It's impossible for us to chase over there. It's really, really hard. Just logistically, the road networks are terrible. The visibility, the view is terrible. There's tons of hills and mountains and tons of trees and dense forests. It's a very rural, wooded area, so it's very hard for us to traverse and effectively chase over there. Now, I've been over in Grant and Henniger during some tornadoes, and I must say it's probably one of the sketchiest places that I've ever been chasing tornadoes, without a doubt. So once again, if you're in this tornado warning polygon, I really want you to take it seriously. Please take it seriously. Get in your tornado safe spots. If you don't have somewhere safe to be, go to the lowest floor, most interior room of whatever dwelling that you're living in. If you're in a trailer, a mobile home, or if you are in an RV or a camper or a mini shed, a little mini home, anything like that that isn't fully framed and bolted to a foundation, you need to go and find somewhere safer to be. Not your car, but you do need to find somewhere safer to be, because in a tornado situation, that is a coffin. It is a death trap. Thank you, Shelby. I got that right. Shelby, Indiana Jones. Thank you very much. Yeah, we were going to do the parade this year, my local parade, but they said that I was past the deadline 3 weeks before the parade to enter it. So we did it all up, and by God, I'm going to turn them on and use them. So. Once again, there's an active tornado warning. It's going to include Henniger, Scottsboro, Pisgah, Eider, Dutton, just south of Hollywood, just north of Sylvania. And this line is moving pretty fast, guys. Not to mention, you could see 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts and up to 3/4 inch sized hail. But once again, like I said, this is going to move through very quickly, and once this line goes over you and moves east of you, it's going to start cooling off really quick. So if you got dogs, cats, horses, any kind of pets or animals outside, make sure that they're tended to. A lot of places in North Alabama are going to hit maybe even the low 30s in the morning. A few places could see some sub 32 temperature at 29 degrees. So we could see some areas in North Alabama that freeze in the morning. I know these 18-wheelers, they don't care about anything. They're not dropping a gear for anything. So It's super wet. There's tree limbs and stuff in the road, but this guy's gonna just continue to go 80 because he's got somewhere to be. There's a lot of something in the road right there. I'm not sure what it is. And you'd be surprised how many times I have come up on wrecks after storms like this where people fly down the interstates, and a lot of times they're sitting over in the ditch with their lights off. They haven't called 911 or anything. So I guess the main story there is if it's raining, especially after a big rain, just slow down a bit. It's not going to make you late, I promise. 1 or 2 minutes does not matter in the grand scheme of your life and your safety, and not to mention your checkbook, because your insurance isn't going to be too happy if they run your data from your car and find out that you were running 85 in a thunderstorm on a road whose speed limit is 70 and you're supposed to do 10 to 15 under in adverse weather conditions or low visibility. Thank you, Fire Captain. Yeah, send prayers for everybody that was affected tonight. I know it hasn't been a terrible night as far as tornadoes go, but we now have our first tornado warning of the event, and wouldn't you know it, it's headed straight for Henniger. Was it May 8th of last year, something like that? Columbia, Athens, and Henniger got hit. We chased that. And let me tell you, Henniger was tore up. Me and a buddy of mine, me and Levi, did search and rescue with local EMS until 4 o'clock in the morning. And it took us almost an hour to comb our way back to the damage from all of the trees that were down around the worst damage. So where there were houses and stuff that were hit, we were having to get out on foot, drive through fields and ditches. I've never seen a small sedan drive through grass that tall. That was cool. Levi has no sense at all. Foothills in Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. Oh man, I would love to be up there. You guys have got some snow recently, I think. We haven't gotten any snow down here yet. I've checked, and I think we got maybe an inch of snow where I was. So, Corey Falcon from Poland. Hi, awesome, thank you. Welcome to Alabama storm chasing at its finest. In December, we're a little bit over, what are we, a week away from Christmas? 8 days, something like that? No, we're a week. We're 7 days away from Christmas. And there's an active tornado warning for Scottsboro and Henniger right now. And it did this last year. We had snow and tornadoes in a week. It's crazy. Rockmart, Georgia, Texas. I have no clue why I'm here. Well, we're glad you're here, Isaac. And we appreciate you tuning in. Cartersville, Georgia. Lehman's Dome got some snow. That would be really awesome. So that's one place that I haven't really been, is up through the Smokies. And it's always been on my bucket list. And we're probably going to knock it out next year. I really want to go all the way up the East Coast to Maine. I've done all of the South, from Georgia to California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, all that. We've done all that. Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky. I've stepped my foot into Indiana and Illinois just barely a couple times on the extreme southern portions, kind of just crossing through. But I really want to go up the East Coast, and I really want to go to the Pacific Northwest. Right now, I think my favorite place that I've been is probably Santa Fe. Just the transitions from low desert to high alpine mountains is insane as you're going, starting to come into and go through New Mexico. Arizona's really pretty. It's really boring unless you really like rocks. If that's the case, it's all rocks. It's quartz, a lot of minerals and stuff like that. So not very much in the way of trees or anything like that. So you got some little mesquite bushes and a lot of cactus. But yeah, we're watching it. We've called it out multiple times. I don't know if you're living in these areas. Once again, we still have an active tornado warning. It's going to be just east of Scottsboro. Area of rotation just came through Pisgah. This is going to beeline straight through the central. It's going to go north of Henniger and then beeline straight towards Townsend Crossroads. All right, we've still got some still got power out here. We do still have power out. See, I live right up here, so maybe you guys won't stalk me. We're in Athens, Alabama right now. Athens, Alabama. Just come off of Highway 31. We're literally in the heart of Athens. Once again, we have an active tornado warning. This is going to include Henniger, Pisgah, Ider, portions of northeastern Alabama going towards the state line. It's going to be just north of Valley Head. We possibly had a brief spin-up tornado somewhere around Pisgah. That we could see occlusions or cycles or shifts with this area of concentrated rotation. So if you're anywhere inside of this tornado warning polygon, you need to take this warning very seriously. I cannot stress that enough. Going through here trying to see if we've got any more lines or anything down. I'm not really seeing much. Yeah, we're in North Alabama, Limestone County, just west of Huntsville in a town called Athens. And a fun fact about little old Athens. Athens is in Limestone County, Alabama. That's the city of Tanner, Alabama. And you guys may have heard of that. So know this, Limestone County, Alabama, my hometown, is the only in the entire country been hit by either 3 F5 or EF5, and it's kind of insane, really. We're a tornado magnet, especially this track from Red Bay to Lynchburg is really, really active. Some ships INE up to tore our town apart. January 21st, 1993. So it was almost 2 months before I was born. I got caught outdoors closing fire hall garage doors and watched it cling into our flagpole for dear life. Oh my God. Well, I'm super glad that you're okay. That's a very traumatic experience, and I'm really glad that you survived it and made it through that okay. Were you seriously injured at all? Just the storm chaser in me really is curious to that. But Dolomite, Alabama. Okay, I've heard of that place. I don't see any trees or anything down up here. Still have an active tornado warning ongoing. I don't think there's anything on the ground now. It doesn't appear to be, but it could be embedded and we wouldn't be able to see it. So as long as this tornado warning polygon is out, I want you to take it seriously. Grab your phone, a charger if you have it, some water, and maybe a snack, and I want you to go to your tornado safe place, whether that's the most interior room on the lowest floor of your house or structure, whether that's a storm cellar, whether that's your basement. But if you live in a mobile home or a camper or you're in your car, I want you to find a safer place now, even if it's a neighbor's house. I want you to find a safer place to be because this line is moving incredibly fast. If there is anything on the edge of this line, you will not be able to see it. You probably won't be able to hear it. And it's going to happen really fast. So This isn't a long track tornado kind of day. This is a get yourself ready for really fast occurring spin up tornadoes type of day. Got some milk jugs in the road here. Last December, a little bit over a year ago, maybe, or maybe it was right before, right at the end of the year, but a year ago, I'm gonna show you guys this. We were hit by an EF1 tornado. I don't agree with the rating personally, but it is what it is, and I'll show you why. So a year ago, an EF1 tornado. This is the historic district. This is downtown Athens Main Street. This is where the courthouse and all of that good stuff is. An EF1 tornado came right through here. No warning. Nobody knew it was going to happen. It happened very fast. I was actually coming through Mississippi when it hit, coming back from chasing. We've been out chasing all day. And it hit right here. So you can see that this sign is gone. There's a whole building right here to your right. This entire building was slabbed. Right, so this entire building was slabbed. To my left over here, you'll see this helicopter. This is the Alabama Veterans Museum, or Limestone Veterans Museum, something like that. But you'll see this helicopter. This helicopter was, nope, not this one. That one. I thought that one looked too big. Here it is. This helicopter was ripped off of the stand that it was welded to and thrown. And you can see now, you can see the damage on the bottom side of that. But yeah, this thing was thrown about 15 feet by an EF1 tornado. Like I said, that thing was mounted. That was mounted up on that steel pole over there. And I could go around for the next 3 hours and show you tornado damage around this town. Yeah, Athens, Alabama, little old Athens, especially Tanner, has been through a lot. So April 27, 2011, that was kind of our this generation's big outbreak. But the outbreak that happened in the 70s killed a lot of my wife's family here. And a lot of people were killed, and there were actually 2 back-to-back. So it came through and hit Tanner, and that was an F5 tornado. While they were doing search and rescue, another one hit them again. Mid-search and rescue, they had to stop and take cover, and then they had to start all over again. I'm not quite sure. It looks like the old, I know that Blakely used to have one, the sheriff. But yeah, and that was slabbed. The weather thing was ripped off of the courthouse up here. So they got power here, so. I have pictures from this. They're over on my Facebook and Instagram, I think. There's also a video on YouTube. This is going to be the December tornado outbreak. There were so many air conditioners laying in the middle of this road that it's insane. The EF1 tracked right through here and went straight towards you, straight towards the camera. But there was a gigantic tree here. I mean, a really old tree. The tree was probably 200 years old. And locals that are from here will remember this, but this entire tree got taken down. and it stood right there where these two deer are. This is our little courthouse. It actually got burnt down at one point in time. Some exciting Alabama history here with this courthouse. Yeah, that tree stood right there, and it completely ripped it down. So I've got pictures. It ripped the weather vane off the top of the courthouse, and it messed up a lot of other stuff. But overall, for what happened here, there was just a lot of roof damage. Two structures were completely destroyed. Just to the right of your screen, there's the this little door right here. Goes in through the bottom and goes into the bottom floor of the courthouse. All of that was busted up. So all right, I'm gonna grab Insta360. Beautiful. Gonna be some pretty cool footage on this Insta360, guys. So I just stuck it up on the roof and then core punched a supercell. Alright, that tornado warning has now expired. But that doesn't mean we couldn't get another one. We still have a little kink. It's going to be just come through Rainsville. It's going to be approaching Fort Payne, going just north of Fort Payne, getting ready to cross Interstate 59 there. We do have another little kink there. So we do want to watch this kink. Want to watch that kink. It's very kinky. New severe thunderstorm warning was just issued on that. Well, that still has a tornado possible tag, both of them. So some strong storms. We got a nice little cell that's blowing up just south of Albertville, between Albertville and Boaz.
County Fire 1901. 01, go ahead. You got an ETA on utilities for Oak Grove Road?
Probably not right now. Oh, the beautiful courthouse. There's a Thor in all of its glory. Man, if you guys only knew what this car has been through. All Alabama flags are at half staff until I think Monday or Friday. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Is that a medical call? Another tree across the roadway, McCauley Mill and Craft Road. It's going to be in East Limestone.
We copy it. 2125. We're on McCall Mill Road and Craft Road. Unit from SO, did not receive
No, she is not.
Tree in the roadway. I should be able to get with its chainsaw. Copy that. 10-1 to EOC.
Back over, it's going to be just north of 72 there. Just south of Pete's Corner. Or not south, just north of Pete's Corner. It's about 20 minutes away from here. Your in-laws live in Pete's Corner. Everything now is going to be quiet. All of this is past us. This is the rest of this line's getting ready to move over into Georgia. Now we got a little bit of rain on the backside that's fixing to push through Athens, Decatur, Huntsville, possibly even as far south as Coleman. But definitely, if you live in Decatur, Huntsville, Athens, maybe, like I said, Priceville, Hartselle, maybe even as far south as Coleman, you get a little rain as the rest of this rain starts to move through. Thank you, Fire Captain. Evan is a good friend of mine. We don't live too far from each other, actually, and I think he does a phenomenal job. I like Evan a lot, and so I want to thank Evan too. He's probably not watching now, but if you are, you do a phenomenal job. 1,000 flowers and kudos to you. Double salute. Evan is actually very, very active as far as the live storm coverage goes, and I think that he covered more live tornado events this year than anybody else. That's more than Ryan, more than Max. So the guy definitely deserves some props. He puts in a consistent grind. He's a very hard worker. He has a great work ethic, and he's really passionate about weather and helping people and getting warnings out. And so, yeah, we try to do whatever we can to help Evan out, make his job a little easier, give him some more insight, whatever resources he needs. We've always tried to give that to him. So, yeah, I appreciate all you guys. If you would, make sure you subscribe. That helps me out a ton. This is my 3rd year full-time. I chase all over the country. We're in North Alabama today. I could be in Louisville tomorrow and Kansas Friday. Or Saturday. I guess it's Thursday, and I keep thinking it's Wednesday. But I travel all over the country. I'm not as active as a lot of people because I'm poor. So I do this out of my own money. I don't really make any money back. Spent about $35,000 this year storm chasing, and I expect to spend probably 40 or 50 next year. So it just helps out a lot. Just hitting the like button and subscribing helps us out a ton so that we can reach more people. We can continue to grow this platform, get more warnings out, and get this ground information, this ground truth out to more people. That's what I want. And that was our goal and our mission here. So yeah, it seems very competitive, but at the end of the day, we all really try to help each other out. And I've always said, and I'm friends with a lot of storm chasers, you know, new ones, old ones, and they all seem to have this common denominator of wanting to help people. And so if we can build off of that, if we can grasp onto that and build off of that, I think the community could be a lot better. Right now, there's so much money involved with content and streaming rights and who chases for who, and oh, it's just too much noise, right? So all I want to do is chase storms. I stream for Weatherwise, Live Storms Media, Ryan Hall. You'll find me on those channels. Evan Freiberger, you'll find me over there. We've streamed to max velocity a couple times, but right now we're kind of sticking with Weatherwise. We're sticking with Ryan. We're sticking with Live Storms Media. We're sticking with ASCAMs, and maybe one day that'll change. I don't know what's in the cards. I don't really care, because I'm going to keep doing this. I'm super passionate about it, and I really love being able to get out and help people. This isn't just like, if you guys know, it's like I run the stream, I run some cameras, I do a little content, but usually I'm trying to find ways to help. Stopping for wrecks. I'm assisting people that need help. We're cleaning trees and all that stuff up out of the road. We're helping EMS and state troopers and deputies and cops direct traffic, block traffic, close down roads like you guys saw on the stream earlier. Because a lot of the times there's just not enough resources for those guys to be able to do what they need to do effectively. So anytime that we can stop and lend a hand, as long as it's welcomed, we get out and do that. We've also been told, sometimes we don't need you here to leave, and we get in the car and we leave. I think the number one rule for storm chasers is never impede EMS or firefighters or anybody official that's out trying to do their job. Never impede those guys. You can stop and say, hey, like, this is what I do. This is what I'm capable of. I've got a chainsaw in the car. I'm first aid certified. I've got Stop the Bleed. I'm an EMT or a firefighter or whatever you are, and then say, I would, if you guys need some help, I'd love to help you guys. But if not, I'll be on my way. That's how you go about doing that. And a lot of the times we're the first people on the scene, so you really need to have a basic understanding of how to take control of a scene, how to work a scene, and how to do things properly. So yeah, that's exactly right. So that's why cross training is important. And so, like, for me, I'm just a storm chaser. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a volunteer firefighter. I'm not in law enforcement. I'm not in medical or EMS. But I have taken tons of classes that are offered for civilians to help me be better. And then when we're out in the field with these guys, we're asking questions and learning, and asking people that do this every day, what could we do better, or how would you treat this scenario, or how would you treat this victim? How would you do this, or how would you do that? It's important to ask questions too, because there's always somebody out there that knows more than you, and especially when you're dealing with saving lives and people that are hurt. And a lot of the times this stuff gets really dark, and it's important not to take it home with you. Another thing that's super important is your mental health, and not enough people talk about that. So we're gonna get a car cam up here. And not enough people talk about that, right? So a lot of storm chasers go out. We get these, especially like people that chase full time. I'm not really referring. It doesn't include people that go out and chase every now and then, because you get a break from the adrenaline dumps. You don't get the adrenal depletion as much. But when you go out and chase all the time, so we'll just take Reed Timmer for instance. My buddy Reed. Reed chases consistently all year long, right? And he's been doing it for a really long time. So there's a lot of mental and physical stuff that comes with it, but there's a lot of mental that's not talked about. With the adrenaline depletion, it kind of give you loss of appetite, anxiety, trouble sleeping, insomnia, depression, mood swings, stuff like that are all really big issues that we need to talk about more and try to help people work out. And so it's really important to build on that, but also build on your mental fortitude. So yeah, have your training, get your certs, take as many classes as you can, learn as much as you can. But it's also good to build on the mental, to take breaks, to find things that kind of help ground you and bring you more peace. Chasing can also be super addictive, and a lot of people they'll denounce that or discount it or whatever and ignore it and be like, oh no, well, only if you're. No, it really is. It really is. When you do this all the time, and here's the thing with that, so when you do this all the time, you want to win, right? Nobody goes to play a game that they plan to lose. So you want to win, and so you try to do your best. You're watching models, you're watching ensembles, you're looking for trends. Then you're 2 days out, you start forecasting kind of where you're going to go. Then right before you go, you do your final forecast, and you try to do all of this, and then you have the entire adrenaline dump and excitement of going there to your target area to chase, and then you have the chaos and intensity of the actual chase itself, which could be, you know, a couple hours long like this one. I think we're about to hit 3 hours on the stream. There's been streams, especially Blondie's been here, and a lot of the people that have been here with me, there's streams that go 24 hours. We did this just like a month and a half ago. Almost got robbed at gunpoint in Jackson, Tennessee, in the middle of Natchez Trace. That's all on my YouTube. It's been a wild year, so especially it's been a wild fall season. But what comes with that is like pure exhaustion. Like, we're up, I think one of the chases, it was nonstop from pretty much Louisiana through central Alabama. It was overnight. We met up with Reed and everything on that chase. I think I was awake for 38 hours by the time I got home. And for 3 days, I didn't feel it. Everything felt like a dream for 3 days. And then, like, when you come home, you're constantly replaying the chase until the next one. Like, what could have happened here? What could I have done better? And it gets super, just like any chemical or drug or caffeine dependency or whatever. And then when you don't have storms to chase, you get super depressed, moody, irritable. You can make rash decisions. These are all things that we're learning that comes along with it, because we've never seen storm chasing on such a large scale as we have now, and this is only going to keep growing. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, you can definitely do it. Now, I'm going to tell you this from somebody that's I've really got my foot in the industry this year. Unless you're going to be in like the top 1% of streamers, I'm talking our Brandon Kopics, I'm talking our Corey Gherkins, I'm talking our Brad Arnolds, I'm talking our Reed Timmers, I'm talking our Jaden Pappenheims, I'm talking our Tornado Pages. Top 1% of chasers can make a pretty good, decent income. I only know I can count the chasers on one hand that do this and make enough money to support themselves just by doing this. And it's very hard, and it's only getting harder with the DCMA system, content strikes, people stealing your stuff, Facebook and Meta just shutting people's stuff down, turning off your monetization. You could quit your job and you could invest everything into this. And I mean, I've invested a lot of stuff into this. There's thousands of dollars of electronics right here in front of me that I've had to go work my butt off, buy, and then buy them specifically for this hobby or career or passion or whatever you want to call it, that I bought specifically for storm chasing. And I'm not recouping money. So just know that it's very, very hard to go into this bill. Well, I'm going to be a storm chaser for a living. You need to have a backup plan, because like I was saying, you can dump everything into this. You could pull your retirement, quit your job, sell all your stuff related to your job. You could dump 150 grand, 200 grand into this and go hard and actually be successful, right? And become part of that 1% of storm chasers, and, you know, make a buck, and you're selling footage, and you're everywhere, you're on every setup, and YouTube decides, copyright strike, last one, we're suspending your YouTube. Super chats, monetization, ad revenue, gone. Facebook could do the same thing. So it's important not to put all your eggs in one basket. It's important to increase your growth on different outlets of social media. So don't just build your entire fan base on Facebook, because if Meta decides tomorrow that you don't need your Facebook anymore, it's gone. Good, and really good luck getting it back, unless you're like, you know, a whole lot of people and you can blow it up on Twitter and actually get some attention to it. There's so many small content creators that don't have a platform, that don't have a voice, that lose everything. All their hard work, their content, their subscriber base, everything, it's gone. And you have to start from the bottom again. And the chances of doing that and making it again are very small, unless you've really rooted yourself into the community. But you can do it. It's possible. Yeah, we do have these storms. Look at Brandon Bird. Oh, my buddy's coming up out of Tuscaloosa. Brandon Montgomery is an amazing storm chaser. My wife has said that there is apple pie in the oven. And that is all I need to hear. We're about to wrap it up soon anyway. If you're over here watching, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with me, jumping in the passenger seat, chasing with us. I'm Storm Chaser Rob McBay. I own Storm Chasing, a team called Chasing Chaos. We're based from all the way up in Kentucky, all the way to the Texas Panhandle. And you'll be able to find me on every social media channel. Just Google my name, Storm Chaser Rob. If you're over here watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. That's all I ask. Hit that subscribe button so we can take you along again. And I'd love to have you guys along for the ride. Thank you all for your time. I pray that everybody stays safe tonight. We've got a new severe in Fort Payne as these storms are moving over into Georgia. I don't think that we're going to see much more severe out of this. Just because of the air mass over there, which so far after dark, all of this should die relatively quickly. Flash flooding still going to remain a threat. Water on roads, if you live in a flood-prone area, it's probably going to see some water pooling. I think that Vince is a really good guy. I'm not going to throw shade at anybody that's in this industry, ever. I think that Vince has formed his kind of his own platform and his own niche. He's got a passion for it, and when I look at people that do this, all I really care about is their passion. If they're personal things, or if they're this, or if they're that. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to respect the safety of the public and the community. But I think Vince is a phenomenal storm chaser. Everybody's not for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys now, I am a different cut of cloth completely in this storm chasing business. There's nobody else out here like me. There's nobody else out here like me, I promise you. I'm a little bit of Tim Samaras, a little bit of Reed Timmer, a little bit of this. Do you see these? This guy has the traffic cone. This guy has the traffic cone. Is he going to open the door for her? Oh, how sweet. How sweet. That's a gentleman right there. Thank you all. Get you some sleep. Alabama, you're in the clear. Unless you live in Fort Payne, Cedar Bluff, Center, Gadsden. If you're to the east of Hanceville, Aniana, Albertville, stuff like that, if this line hasn't hit you yet, if you need to go to sleep, you can. Make sure you have a way to receive warnings, but I don't think we're going to see any more tornado warnings out of this. Maybe one. That's going to be for this cell that's over here by Gadsden, just northwest of Gadsden, but yeah, I don't see it having the capability. Thermodynamics, the dynamics were there, but the thermodynamics weren't. They were garbage out of the gate. So if we have any confirmed tornadoes from this, I'll honestly be surprised. So he's in a red Mustang too, so he's a go-getter. But anyway, yeah, I'm Storm Chaser Rob. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for coming over from Evan's stream. I love Evan. He's a great dude. Make sure y'all give him some love. Tell him I sent you back the next time you're on stream with him, just to be funny about it. But yeah, I appreciate every one of you guys. Make sure you got a way to receive warnings tonight. I can't stress that enough. If you're out in front of this line, if you're in northern Georgia, extreme southeast or eastern Tennessee, still got a line coming through. If you're on the other side of this, you're good. It's going to get cold really fast. Some areas could freeze, but I don't think that a lot of places down here, specifically for North Alabama, are going to see a lot of freezing temps. They're going to have some special weather statements for wind gusts as this cold front approaches. It's going to include western Kentucky, pretty much all of Indiana, parts of northeastern Illinois, and then pretty much everything up south of the lakes there. Going to see some more wind and stuff as this line moves through into the mountains into Tennessee. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So with that, we're going to let you guys get back to your knitting. I hope everybody has a great night. If I don't see you again, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever else you celebrate. I want to celebrate that with you. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great holiday season. And if we don't get anything else significantly severe, we will be back chasing the first chance that we get. And I expect that we're going to see a little bit of an uptick here. If you live in the southeast, we're going to cool off tomorrow. It's going to get warm again. So we're going to have a huge heat wave for Christmas. A lot of places in the southeast are going to be 50s to 70s for Christmas. And then by January 1st, we're still looking at 40s to 50s for relative temperatures around the southeast, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, probably parts of Arkansas as well. So yeah, I wouldn't count on any snow for Christmas. It's not happening. I'm sorry, guys. We may see some snow, maybe up close to the Rockies, but other than that, I don't think we're going to see some. So Great Lakes always have the potential this time of year. You could get a little clipper system comes through, dump some snow. Lake effect snow is always a thing. So if the temperatures and the moisture's right, could get some lake effect snow bands. But for the South, Dixie, you're not getting any snow for Christmas this year. Sorry about that. I tried to talk to them, and there was nothing I could do about it. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you leave. And remember, it is most important. Remember, never stop.